Hey everybody, it's the Black Ghost, and I'm gonna do a little something different. First of all you who love my Minecraft videos, I will be back with those. I promise. I really do, I promise. I'm just gonna do a couple unboxing videos just because I want to. I got a mixed box of magic, which means that there's a third of Ravnica, a third of Gatecrash, and then a third of Dragon's Maze. I got it because it came with Princess Leia sleeves, so that's like $10 right off the top of the box price. And I only have like 3 Shocklands, so I figure I'd get at least a couple Shocklands. All the rest of the rares could go into my reject rare draft cube that I'm putting together. And I love to open packs, and I can make a video out of it, so why not? I was also hoping to maybe buy a box of, repacks to show you what would be in repacks. But this is a little mini unboxing. I'm going to bring you down here to the mat. Now, let's go mats. So we have the mat here from the Enchanted Badger, Ithaca's friendly local game store. Fantastic place. So I was down at the Wally because I moved to a place that has no magic stores anywhere. So the Wally is basically my best shot. I could go to the Target, the Wally by the way is Walmart, Target, or Barnes & Noble, I guess. And the Wally had a couple different things. What I was originally going to get was the was not 100 sleeves, penny sleeves. What I was originally gonna get was the theme deck, the black and red one from M15, because I wanted the guy on the front. I didn't want to have that, and I realized that it'd probably be easier just to buy him for $1.50 somewhere else. And I looked at a couple different things, and I'll talk about them as I'm cutting open this box, because I'm already 2.5 minutes in, and you don't even see any of the unboxing. What I ended up deciding to get was a M15 core set deckbuilder toolkit. Yeah, interesting, right? So what I decided to do is I was looking at all the different things. I was gonna get that and then unbox it and then open a couple packs and see what what kind of interesting stuff might have come in those packs, because I love cracking packs. It's one of my favorite things to do. But I just didn't like the value of it. So I looked at everything else the Wally had, and the Wally had obviously these. These are $20. The most interesting part about this, I think, is that it also comes with 4 packs, so I get to crack 4 packs. It says of the more recent sets, so it could be Ravnica all the way up to M15, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's how they do it, because that's also how they get all the packs. I mean, all the cards from there. They pull from a pool that actually will very quickly become no longer standard, which is kind of awkward. They also had these 2-pack sets, where they repack the single packs into a blister pack, and it was 1 pack of Ravnica and 1 pack of something that was out of print. Most of them were Dark Ascension, which is very meh. They also had a is there more? No more face. They also had a one that had a Scars of Mirrodin, and I look at that and I said, well, it's $10.68. This should really be like $8. And there's his face. Unfortunately, the inside of the box, see, the fat packs come with like a little cool poster. No cool poster. And I guess you could use, the back of the box. Spend your collection instantly. Comes with 285 cards. Your disposal. 125 semi-randomized cards from several different magic decks, or for building several different magic decks. The 4 boosters, like I told you. 100 basic lands, deck builder's guide with tips about building magic decks, rules, and a full art reusable card storage box. That's this. It's pretty sweet. It's the tall kind, so you can fit EDH decks in it standing up, as well as any other sleeved deck. You could probably get 2, 3, maybe 3 fully sleeved EDH decks, maybe 4 in penny sleeves. So, long story short, that Scars of Mirrodin one, sure they go about $6, and maybe I get a sword, maybe I get the Elspeth Planeswalker, maybe I get something cool like that. Likely I'm just going to get Precursor Golem, so I put it back. Not a good value. They also had the Fat Packs, which I have a bajillion million spin down. I have enough boxes. The 9 packs are close. You're trying to make $4 worth of extra value on top of the packs, and your extra value is the box, the guide, and the spin down, basically. You get the little cheap city deck boxes, which not really useful. But here, with this, you get 4 packs. So you're already at, you know, $16. So you're basically making $3 worth of, you know, value out of the box. So the box, which is actually relatively sturdy, fairly decent cardboard, should, you know, last you a little bit. Plus the commons and uncommons that you get may actually make that $3 pretty easily. So I thought this was the best value. They also have the new Clash packs, which are pretty cool, actually. There we go. See, there are the packs, like I thought. There are 4 packs. Okay, yep. As I thought, there is at least one M15 pack. There's a Theros, there's a Born of the Gods, and then there's a Dragon's Maze, which is ho-hum. They got their cool little rules reference card, which is a little more concise, smaller, easy to use. They have a nice little piece of cardboard that keeps all the stuff from falling out. So we'll start cracking some of these in a second. Like I said, the Clash Packs is a $40 product that comes with two decks that are which are a lot better than an intro pack. This is the Deckbuilder's toolkit thingamajigger. Tells you how to build a deck. First, sort your cards. Open the booster packs, unwrap the rest, yada yada yada. Find your key cards. Look through the sorted cards and find the cool cards that you think, maybe an enormous dragon or whatever. Explore your options, focus on your deck, add your lands. Your deck should have about 24 lands. Very fast should have 21, very slow should have 27. So there you go. And then play and refine your deck. I think they have, okay. So on the back they do suggestions. You can do an Aura build, you can do a Bestow build, a Minotaur build. They probably gave you enough for Minotaurs. Counter Burn, they have a build. Green-White Convoke. Blue-Red Artifacts. Black-Green Graveyard. Black Devotion. Oh, so they're giving me enough pieces for a mono Black Devotion deck, which is what I'm kind of working on. Blue-Green Enters the Battlefield deck. Black-White Life Gain, and Red-Green Monstrosity. So essentially you're getting an intro pack, two of the 3 intro packs? No, 3 of the 4 M15 intro packs, essentially. And a Red-Green Monstrosity they also give you a chance to look at. So they give you some of the key cards that might be in it there. They give you some common deck building terms. That's alright. So we're going to go ahead and open up what's in the box here. Clash Packs. Let me go back quickly to Clash Packs. This looks like my land thing, so while I'm opening it up. It comes with like 5 or 6 rares in each deck, so that's why it's a $40 price point. I didn't actually look hard enough to see if there were packs. That would be nice if there were, but there's not really packs in the event decks, which I would say that the Clash Pack is approximately half of, approximately half of the price of excuse me. I'd say that an intro pack, it's better. The Clash decks are better than an intro pack, worse than an event deck. Not a whole lot worse than an event deck, but still. If you and a friend haven't played Standard in a while and just wanted to play a Standard tournament, those are, you know, each of you putting in 20 bucks for essentially an event deck, you're probably alright. So that was my package of 100 lands, going in for the cube. Alright, so they give you 1, 2, 3 boxes. Oh, comes with rares. That's cool. I wasn't really expecting that to even get rares in the thing. Well, that's pretty sweet. Extra bonus rares. They're obviously not super sweet rares. This is the rare. It's an Aegis Angel. It's a flyer for 6, 5/5. When it comes into the battlefield, another target permanent gains indestructible as long as you control Aegis Angel. So that's not super bad, I guess. What else we got? We got more rares coming in. Do the thing refocus, camera. There you go. Yeah. Oh, the Djinn. 6 is 6 mana for 5/6 flying. It's adequate. Used to be a big guy. Hey, Nightmare. So you know what? I think they give you a iconic card rare for each color. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's what they do. Nightmare is a 6 mana flyer that has toughness and power equal to swamps. And a Shivan, okay, there's your Shivan, flying with fire breathing, also 6 mana. They're giving me a bunch of 6 mana super beasts for each of my colors. Here's my green 6 mana, ooh, Terra Stomper, who can't be countered, is a 6 mana 8/8 trample. That's actually, if you're playing some sort of mono green devotion, that actually might not be terrible.
Hey everyone, just wanted to cut right in because I looked back and I figured out why you get the rares. These rares are actually special prints. You can't actually get these rares in packs. You can only get them in basically this core set, Deckbox, Deckbuilder's toolkit. So if you want like any of these, you know, Mondo, you know, mono-colored former chase rares, they're basically ho-hum cards now. But if you want them with the new card frame, you have to buy Deckbuilder's toolkit or some other intro thing that will actually have them. And so far as I know, they've only been printed in the Deckbuilder's toolkit. So if you want a Shivan with the little seal of approval, you have to buy a Deckbuilder's toolkit. There's also a few others. You can always just, they're legal. They're actually cards past 270. There's 269 cards in the set theoretically, but they start numbered 270 and go on to about 284. I think that's how it goes. It goes back that far. So, but they're mostly cards like Cancel, Divine Verdict, a whole bunch of cards that basically you probably already have. The Sengir, the Satyr Angel, Inspired Charge, the rares I showed you, the Furnace Whelp, Seismic Strike, Centaur Courser, Garrick's Pack Leader, all these cards that you probably already have if you've bought any M sets or any of the most recent sets or any sets at all. So you probably already have them. So I'm gonna actually get back to opening it, and it'll magically very soon have the Sarah that I was actually just talking about. Poof! Right on your screen. Then you're into your uncommons and such. M15 uncommons, so we're gonna get Satyr Angel. Ooh, Banishing Light. That's good. I could use some of that. This is white, so we got Last Breath, Inspired Charm, Loyal Pegasus, I don't know, Divine Verdict. I should be going the other way so I can see whether there's any more uncommons. You know, just stuff to try to build. So it looks like there's a lot of, actually, it looks like they learned their lesson, and they're doing M15 and Theros stuff. Couple divinations, which are useful to a deck. Cancel was reprinted in M15. Negate was reprinted in M15. Why didn't I see any of these in my M50? Ooh, Bile Blight. That's useful. Sengir, Read the Bones, Covenant of Blood, Walking Corpse. Come on. Show me Sign in Blood. Ooh, 2 Sign in Bloods. That works. Crippling Blight, March of the Returned, Searing Blood. You know, this is just, you know, just stuff. So that's good. They didn't give me stuff that's about to rotate out of the set. That's alright. So the pack continues here. If I can actually get it open. With more red stuff here. So red stuff. You get a Krenko's Enforcer. Oh, good. Reclamation Sage. I need a couple of those for my legacy. And they only gave me 1. Of course they did. Reclamation Stage, Garrick Pack Leader, these are the guys. I'm gonna hold them up a little closer to the thing. Some Elvish Mystics, useful. You know, this is all commons and uncommons. You don't really care about this. Bronze Sable, and more of my lands, and the rest of my lands. There was one other packaged pile. Here starts with a Evolving Wilds. I wish they would rotate Evolving Wilds and Terramorphic Expanse back and forth. Oh, so there's going to be some multicolor cards coming in behind this. So, Freakus Mender, Nemesis of Mortals. Okay, so there's some uncommons coming in on this pack here. Grave Robber Spider, Nyx Weaver, Return Underground, Commune with the Gods. Alright, I'm just looking for more stuff here. Evolving Wilds, Mogus Marauder. That's the least interesting of the Mono Black Devotion. Sanguimancy, Drown in Sorrow. No, that's not bad. That actually might be usable. Fanax. So yeah, see, there's your Mono Black Devotion set. So this is probably each Evolving Wilds cuts off to one of those deck building ideas. So this is going to be Kite Fin. This is the blue comes into play, enters the battlefield set. What does this guy do? Game Warden. When Nessian Game Warden enters the battlefield, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of forest you control. So mono green devotion. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. No, that's not so bad for 5 mana. Could see EDH use. Quickling. I like Quickling. Flash, Flying, Bounce on a 2/2 flyer for 2 mana. I think that's actually pretty reasonable. Roaring Primadox. Omen Speaker. Yeah, so this is the bounce, and then you also got looks like the life. At the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 1 life. Nyx Fleece Ram. This one's whenever you gain life. So basically, here's a Johnny's Pride mate, which whenever you gain life, put 1/1 on it, and here's the aura that does the same thing. Wall of Limbs. Yeah, so this is the life gain set. So they don't give you all of the different ones, but they give you semi-randomized the seeds for a couple of starter decks. So I got 5 rares to put towards my reject rare draft. Now comes the big part, cracking the packs. We'll go ahead and start from the oldest set and move forward. See what we get here. I save all of the packs, so I try to keep them in the best shape I can. Don't ask me what I'm doing with the packs, besides putting them in a box, a shoe box. I might put them in front of my trade binder. Maybe I'll line my kids' walls with them eventually, make wallpaper. So here's Dragon's Maze. I don't think we're going to get anything super special. Doodle-doo, so there's just all the All the commons. So we got Toil and Trouble, which one of them, target player draws 2 cards and then loses 2 life, and then Trouble's the whenever somebody does something. Trouble deals damage equal to the number of cards they drew, or number of cards in the player's hand. So you can basically do 4 damage by entwining it, or fusing it as it is. Sin Collector, Ho-Hum, Crisis Incubation, reasonable limited card, and a Rend Silent. Counter target spell, and its controller can't cast spells this turn. So that's an okay card. And Guildgate in the land slot, Soldier Token. No shock land in the land slot for me today. No foil rares or anything. Super exciting. Alright, so Theros. Theros pack. What do you got for me, Theros pack? No, kind of messed this one up. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Alright. Do. Alright, so we get some Mnemonic Wall. A little some Capybara. That's not actually what it is. Read the bones, read the bones. I did really well in the Two-Headed Giant pre-release or whatever it was, so I've got a whole bunch of these cards. Alright, so we're up to uncommons. Peak Eruption, destroy target mountain. Peak Eruption deals 3 damage to that land's controller. Land destruction. Glare of Heresy, exile target white permanent. So this is the white sideboard tech. Dauntless Onslaught, we're going to just go right up in the thing here. Up to 2 target creatures each get +2/+2. It could be worse. Oh, and Hythonia the Cruel, there's a mythic. Alright, 6 mana, Death Touch. When you monstrosify it for 8 mana, it destroys all non-Gorgon creatures. So Black has board wipe in these sets, a lot of it, except it costs like 18 mana to play. And this is one of them. Except you get to keep a 4. Actually, you get to keep a 7/9 at that point. It's a little bit of overkill. So there's land. Oh, we got a foil island, a foil plains in our instead of a something, a common or something. 1, 2, 3, instead of the common, one of the commons. Well, alright, whatever. It is what it is. Alright, Born of the Gods, what do you got for me? I actually stole somebody's mono black devotion deck off of Deckbox, and they had a Hythonia the Cruel in it. I guess since I just picked up a 4 set of Nixos, that might be playable? Probably not. Badger! It's a charging Badger! The best looking Badger ever to come out in Magic that you can actually get from a pack. Charging Badger. It makes me miss the Enchanted Badger all the more. So Badger. Alright, we're going into the Giant. Disciple, Pinnacles, something. Drifters, Divination, always fun. Rollicking Horror, just Favor. Okay, here we are with the thing. Here's an Ornitharch, Flying Tribute, if you for 2. So there you go. When Ornitharch enters the battlefield, if tribute wasn't paid, put 2 1/1 white bird critters in the. So either he becomes a 5/5 flyer, or he becomes a 3/3 flyer with 2 1/1 birds. That's his rebuff. Counter targets spell unless it pays X, where X is devotion to blue. Pretty reasonable mono blue devotion. Everflame Eidolon has the bestow, and gives fire breathing. So, yeah. And Satyr Firedancer is the rare. Whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control Deals damage to an opponent. Satyr Firedancer deals that much damage to target creature that controls. That's okay, that's interesting. And land. And tip card. Alright, here we go. One more pack. So we got a mythic. I think it's like $1. I am actually a little excited about some of the cards I pulled from the box. You know, you can probably make an okay mid-range deck out of what you pull from the box here. The makings of a reasonable mono-black devotion deck. So here's my 15, and then Frost Links, Hammerhand, Oppressive Rays is an adequate card. Good old Black Cat. I played against a guy in the pre-release who had 4. He in his sealed pool had 4 Black Cats, and these things gum up the board when they hit. Puzzle, Mind Sculpt, Blast Fire Bolt, marked by honor. Sunblade Elf, the elf that gets +1 if you have planes, and then also can buff all of your creatures for the low price of 5 mana. Cone of Flame deals damage in a cone, 1, 2, 3, to 3 different targets. This Expedition. Convoke, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Which, you know, at 4 mana would be the same as doing 2 Rampant Growths, so at 5 it's not so bad, and you can convoke. Here's the rare Life's Legacy. Alright, that's pretty reasonable. That's a pretty decent rare. There's an additional cost, sack a creature. You draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power. And then there's an island and a soldier token. So, that's our box. Those of you going to the back of this, here are the rares. We got Life's Legacy from M15, Satyr Firedancer from Born of the Gods, Hythonia the Cruel from Theros, Rend Silent from the Dragon's Maze, and then the 5 M15 rares that I'm pretty sure will come with every deck box. Terra Stomper might be playable if you're playing some sort of mono-green kind of deal. Momothi the Djinn will never be playable. Nightmare, maybe in mono black. Shivan. Shivan's just fun. And this Aegis Angel is probably got some use in EDH. So that's that. So if you're just getting back into Standard, you'll get a lot of your glue cards, a lot of the cards that make the deck really work. Obviously not the ones that will win you the game, though getting the Grey Merchants might actually help win you the game in that case. But you know, just a bunch of stuff. This wasn't bad. I don't think I made the $20 back, but I mean, you get a good pull out of one of those 4, and you're pretty close. I mean, just the lands themselves, really. Those actually, just the lands could actually bounce this up. And it's 280 cards. If you just need cards, $20 is not bad. I mean, to get a couple rares that might do you some work, commons and uncommons that are useful, all in Standard, it's probably better than going to you know, a website that sells lots. But if you know the cards you need, this is not good. If you want a play set, you could probably get play sets for like, you know, $15, $16 a piece. So, you know, I got a couple more. I got like 10 more rares for my reject rare queue. So I guess I paid $2 a rare. 10 more rares, 9 more rares, 5, 4. So I paid a little over $2 a rare if you want to go that way. Though there's probably a bunch of useful useful things that I probably would have paid piecemealed out for a couple bucks here, a couple bucks here, a couple bucks here. So it's close, not great. Like I said, if you're just getting back into standard, it's going to give you just a whole bunch of cards. So I would suggest this if you wanted to get back in and you haven't played in a while. This is probably not a bad place to step in. It gives you a bunch of, like I said, the glue cards, the cards that really make decks work. Alright, well, that's that. It's going to take like 5 hours for this thing to load up now because it's about half an hour, but hopefully I'll give you some place markers for you to be like, oh, this is where he opens the thing, and this is where he opens packs, and this is where he looks at everything he got, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to go back through all this and find the fun stuff. Like I said, there was some good, like the Bile Blight that was in there that I still need to buy, some other reasonable stuff. So alright, thanks for watching. Click the like and subscribe or whatever, like the thing at the end of this video will say. Thanks!